Welcome everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a reading today, which is called The Divine Masculine Haunted. So I'm really excited because for the first time, I actually get to use this new deck that I just created, which is called The Divine Masculine Haunted in a reading. So very excited. So if you guys are interested in purchasing this deck, it'll be listed down below. Also, if you're interested in your own personalized version of this reading, it will also be in the description box. So this reading is really going to be about a divine masculine that you're having some sort of a challenge or a separation, or you've had a falling out with, and you want to know if this masculine is feeling haunted on his end. Does he feel sorry? Does he feel badly for what has gone down between the two of you? So we're just going to go ahead and go through the outline and just choose cards and see what Spirit wants us to know. So just take what resonates for you, get rid of anything that doesn't. Everything will be listed down below. And today's Organite is called The Crypt Keeper, created by Michelle from Wing and Bell. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to see what energies are making up this divine masculine's life at this time. So we will go into the Divine Masculine Haunted Oracle just to get an overall energy of what is making up this current masculine's life. What is the overall energy here? Ooh, we have Ghost, reaching for a dream that always fades. This masculine right now may be really reaching for his goals, reaching for the stars, reaching for his dreams, and he's having some sort of issue reaching what it is that he's trying to accomplish. So there could be a lot of frustration that's tied to this masculine currently. There could have been something where he really thought that he would be at a certain place by this time in his life, and something just isn't happening. It just seems to be fading. So I just kind of feel like there's a lot of time that he feels is running out in his life. So let's go ahead and go into my Mystics Midnight Oracle and break down some of the details of what's going on here. What is the energy connected to these dreams or these goals, or what's like fading away? Ooh, okay, we have fortune teller, psychic insight predictions. What I'm getting here is that this masculine really predicted or kind of had some sort of insight that he would be somewhere else rather than where he is now. He really thought that if he went after something that he was going to be able to accomplish something. And it doesn't mean that all divine masculines are experiencing failure, but there's just something that just didn't come to be. There's something that did not pan out for this masculine. So I feel like there is this frustration that he is feeling. Let's get a tarot card with my Mystics Midnight Tarot. Queen of Bones. Oh, wow. Look at this. It says established in life. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This masculine really felt that he would be established in life by now. So I just feel like there's some sort of financial issues, problems. There could be issues with a home, career, finances, retirement, just money issues is what I'm getting here. Something just didn't happen. And I just feel like this has caused a lot of frustration for this masculine. He's really quite surprised because he really thought that he would have something or be established in something that made him feel proud. And I'm just getting here, it didn't pan out for him. Wow. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get another one. What's another energy here that's going on? We have crematory, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, farewell. I feel like this masculine may have lost something. He may have lost his home, lost his job, lost everything, had to start over. So crematory. There could have also been a death of someone close to him. So that could be something that is also creating a lot of kind of devastation. With the Two of Cups. I'm also getting two for this masculine is that if he stepped away from this connection with you, feminine, in search of something like the grass he thought was going to be greener on the other side, when he got there, it actually wasn't there. He either connected with another person and it didn't work out, or what he thought he was looking for actually did not bring him happiness. And so I just feel like he's not where he wants to be. Now, for some masculines, they could have already been in a relationship, so this could be a third-party situation, but this Queen of Pentacles is actually not who they're happy with. It's just a companion in life, but to me, they don't wish to really be in that connection. This is something that they can, kind of even, take or leave. Somebody that they might even wish to say farewell to. Now, for a select few of you, I said that completely backwards. you guys have moved on and gotten together with another person, and this masculine is now kind of left in the dust because it's a little too late. I am getting that for some of them. Some of them really thought that they were going to make it big. They were really going to have all of these things. And so they let you go. And in the meantime, you may have found something else, something different, something, that suited you. And now it's kind of like it's a little too late. And so now what does this masculine do? So I feel like there's some regret that he is feeling at this time for decisions that he has made. Wow, that's pretty deep. So that's what we have for this masculine's current energy right now in life. So it does seem like it might be a little bit stressful, might be a little dissatisfied in his choices, etc. So now we're going to go into what images and energy come up for you, the divine feminine person watching the video. So let's go ahead and get a card from this deck again. Put a spell on you because you're mine. Okay, so I do feel with this particular card, you guys, that this person feels like either you put a spell on them because they cannot forget about you, or they just feel like you guys belong together. So there is this frustration I feel like your person feels because maybe they did think that they were going to go off and they were going to replace you and they were not able to. And so now in a way, it's almost like a karmic blowback. That's just what I'm getting here. It feels like crap is what I'm seeing with that. So this deck is like a no-name deck, beautiful deck. A fan made it for me, but it doesn't have a name and it's not on sale. So just wanted to let you guys know. Let's go ahead and get some other details here on your person, on how they're feeling towards you. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys, if that doesn't say it all, look at the movie, obviously, Twilight and Edward and all the things that, he was feeling and the things that he did, even though he didn't want to do those things. There could be definitely that kind of energy connected to this particular masculine. But we have true love and loyalty. So it's kind of like you hurt the ones that you love. I feel like this masculine maybe at one time felt that you were his true love, but he didn't treat you with loyalty, and maybe he let you go. Again, maybe he just didn't really quite understand what he had until it was gone. So I do feel like some of you guys are dealing with a masculine that is in that energy. So this is the Tarot of Vampires. Let's get a tarot card to go with this. Chariot. The Chariot is connected to the sign of Cancer, but the Chariot is about destiny. It's about forward movement. It's about direction, success, having victory. I feel like as far as this connection goes, you and this masculine may need to actually travel to one another in order to patch things up or to see each other or be together. There could be separation from as far as distance between the two of you. So this could be like a long distance thing where you would really have to put your best foot forward. I also feel that this masculine is not quite sure whether or not he would have success and victory with you because of something that went down. So let's go ahead and get another card here. Chucky and Tiff, a toxic bond. Wow. So there's a little bit of this true love, but also this toxic energy as well. Okay. So to me, this is like two totally different couples here. You guys could have brought out the best in each other, but then you guys could have also brought out the worst in each other. And on the bottom of the deck, I have carry an eye for an eye. So do feel, you guys, that there could have been third party, as in somebody could have screwed around, somebody could have cheated, somebody could have created a bond with someone else, or they were still stuck in a toxic connection with someone. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be like a toxic friend or even family member in somebody's ear that they allowed to kind of change the direction of this connection with you. They could still be toxically tied to someone. It could just be by energy, as in it's, still like a trauma that needs to be cleared. But whatever this is, there's something that is in the way of them just completely being true and loyal to you. Okay. Could be also third party on your end as well. But there's something that's in the way. There's another situation that's in the way of this masculine coming towards this feminine. And we have Judgment. So the Judgment is karma. The Judgment really is about reviewing the past and, you know, just kind of trying to figure out, like, do we want to resurrect this? Do we want to close out this cycle? It's about reviewing the past, reflecting on the past decisions that we've made, being judged on those decisions. It's kind of like Judgment Day. So there's consequences for actions. And I just feel like the consequences of someone's actions really have determined what's going on right now. So if someone is unavailable, that is a consequence. If someone has hurt someone, they've created trauma, they've created toxicity in this connection. And it's an unfortunate thing because there is a beauty to this connection. And I feel like this masculine knows this. This masculine, in a way, feels tied to this feminine, feels like he cannot forget her, feels like he cannot get her out of his system. So in a way, it's almost like this is this masculine's karma. So is this masculine haunted? I'm going to definitely say yes. Absolutely. I'm going to say yes, because there is this toxic energy, but then there's this also really beautiful energy. So that is what he has tied up with this particular feminine. Now, Judgment is connected to Pluto, and Pluto is death, Scorpio's energy. And it's all about transformation. So this, to me, is also telling us that this masculine does feel a very powerful connection with this feminine, and feels tied to her, feels in a way that there's something that's kind of like destined for them and meant to be, but isn't quite sure that that's something that can happen in this lifetime. So there's just like this constant, you know, pull and, you know, a spell. Like, I feel like I'm under a spell. Like, you're mine, you belong to me, but you could belong to someone else right now. And that could be really, really hard for this masculine. That's not going to be for everybody, but for some. Almost like no matter what this masculine does, no matter what other connections he enters into, it's not going to quite be the connection that you guys had. And because there's this spell energy, it's almost like you stand out above all the rest. Now, some of you guys, there could be another person in this masculine's life that has tried to create a divide between the two of you. And this is something that this masculine is currently dealing with. Wants to be with you, you're his true love, but then has this other toxic tie that's just, in a way, taking away from what's truly meant for him, but he's allowing it. So that's something he's going to have to work out. That's a cycle he's going to have to close out. So a lot of different little stories going on there. So just take a little bit that resonates with you guys. But that is what we have when this masculine plugs into your energy. So let's get a song that represents his current head and heart space towards you. This deck is really comprised of songs, so we will use this deck for that purpose. Headspace. Once upon a time, you can't save me. Wow. So I will put these cards on the side and list the actual songs in the playlist that are connected here. So that would be, I think it's from Sayed. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. But, you know, that's just a lyric in the song, You Can't Save Me. And I feel like when the masculine thinks about this feminine, it's like he knows that she couldn't save him. She knows that there's nothing that she can do to save him. He's got to save himself. That's just what it is. And once upon a time, he does think about once upon a time when the two of you were together. Once upon a time when things were not always so strained. So this is called Oracle of Visions. Let's get the vision that's in his mind when he thinks about you, connected to the song. Okay, we have learning. Wow. Study, learning, analyzing, all of those energies here. I feel like, you may have tried to figure this masculine out. You may have really I almost feel like this masculine's also telling you, feminine, that he's also tried to figure out who he is. He might be a reader. He might be someone who's really studying a lot of different philosophy or religions right now. Really just deep soul searching. He's trying to save himself. Okay. And so like, if he's having a hard time, it's like there's just no way that you're going to be able to figure it out. So it's like he's saying to you, feminine, I got to do this on my own. This is something I've got to do. This is a project I've got to undertake. I don't expect you to figure me out. I can't even save me right now. All right, Twin Flame Journey Tarot that I created. Let's get a tarot with this. We have strength, Leo's energy here, restraint. Wow. It's definitely going to take some courage on this masculine's part to figure out who he is. But I do feel like he has a lot of strong mental energy connected to this feminine. I also feel like he might even be studying her and watching her, okay? Because we kind of have him, he's kind of hidden. He's just looking through that doorway. There's a door right here. And then also we have these like little glasses, and we're really analyzing and studying somebody. So I also feel for some feminines out there that this masculine is learning about you or studying you from afar. Okay. And the restraint energy means he's restraining himself. You don't know that he's watching you, but he is watching you. Okay. So let's go ahead and get the heart space energy. What is the heart song? Energy from the heart. Separate ways. Someday love will find you. Wow, you guys. Well, this is the deal. I feel like some of you guys, love has found you. Okay. There's, of course, separate ways. This is from Journey, and the show Stranger Things just did a remake of the song. It's very cool. I love it. It's not the one that I tied to the playlist, but it's still pretty good. And it's really powerful when you listen to that song. So I just feel like, the other lyrics in that song are significant, because the thing is, even though you guys touched and went your separate ways, this masculine by no means did not want you to find happiness, or doesn't want you to find happiness. Knows that someone, if it can't be him, will find you and love you and treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. So if this masculine is currently not able to be that one for you, it's not that he wouldn't want you to be able to move forward and find, love with yourself, but even perhaps love with another. And if that message is triggering to you, or you don't agree with it, no worries. You do not have to take that, because not everybody has that same, viewpoint on these types of connections, and that's okay. So let's see what else. All right, lot of thinking. Okay, this masculine could be artistic. Okay, and the only reason that I'm saying this is because we have music, we have the paintbrushes, performance, things like that. So this is like an artist, somebody who's very creative in their mind. They could also be very creative with their visualizations when it comes to thinking about you or fantasizing about you. Okay, so even though you guys have gone your separate ways, so I definitely feel like we're confirming that this is a masculine and feminine that have gone their separate ways. I do feel like that this masculine still has been creating things with the feminine in his heart space. Even though the heart seems to be shattered here, he's still creating something, almost like she has become a muse for his creations, songwriting, drawing, painting pictures, whatever this is. She has become a muse for his life. She's a muse in his life. Because why? Because she's always in his heart space. I think that that's a beautiful message. So let's get a tarot. Yeah, even though you guys had an ending, a painful ending here. Ten of Swords means stabbed in the back. It means definitely a painful ending for sure. So I just feel, feminine, that this masculine, even though there has been this separateness and this painful ending between the two of you, he still carries you in his heart space. He still has you in mind when he creates things, beautiful things. And he's creating it off of the beautiful energy and the beautiful experience that he had with you at one time. You're still with him in his heart space when he is creating things. That's really, really beautiful. So that is what we have. So I'm going to put these two songs on the side so that way I can remember to put them down. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we're going to go into, is this masculine truly sorry for how things went down? What is the energy of apologies and sorry connected to this masculine right now? Oh, this is beautiful. Halo. First of all, this particular song, of course, a couple of different artists sing it, but this particular song is really, really beautiful. It's very angelic, and that's really what I connect to this. This masculine sees this feminine as an angel. She did not deserve what happened. Okay, it's not to villainize this masculine and say, oh gosh, he's such a creep. But yeah, there's just some kind of energy though, where he was addicted to your light, feminine. But the thing is because it could be because he was lacking his own light. So he globbed onto yours. He might have siphoned your light. He may have taken your light from you and kind of left you in the dust once you gave him that hit. Okay. Once you gave him that jolt, like you made him feel alive, you brought him to life, and then he felt really good in that energy. And because he felt so good, he may have got a little cocky, a little full of himself, and then just went off and left you behind. I know that sounds really crappy, but sometimes people end up doing things like that, you know? Do they realize the hurt and the chaos that they're creating when they do things like this? I'm not sure. Sometimes people just don't care in the moment. Sometimes people care later. You know, I've done that before myself, where I haven't really thought about someone else's feelings until way later. And then you're just like, oh my God, like I can't believe that I could have been so shitty. So it does happen, you know, and it doesn't mean that, you know, we're horrible people because we do that, or that we're evil. It's just sometimes we're so consumed with our own selfish needs or what's going on around us that we just lose sight. So when we're asking, is this person truly sorry for how things went down? I'm definitely getting in the moment they were not, because they weren't thinking. But now, yes, they are. They were addicted to your light, so they took that, and you really boosted this person up, and they loved that about you. But then they also hurt you very badly, and I do feel like they feel badly about that, for sure. Let's see what else we need to know. This is called Lay Vampire's Oracle. Anti-hero. Yeah. Well, first of all, anti-hero. It's definitely not a hero in this situation. Masculine does not feel like this awesome badass. He took a risk, unfortunately. And it just didn't pay off. I feel like, again, you made him feel like a hero. You gave him some sort of light that he did not have before. But he eventually ran out of that light, and maybe you were no longer around when he would have liked that light again. So this anti-energy to me means that, you know, he has taken the risk or taken things too far and unfortunately lost this light, and you were this beautiful light. Okay. So is he sorry? I'm definitely getting here that he is sorry that he hurt someone like you because you didn't deserve it. You are an angel. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. Death. Wow. So the death energy comes up. Not only was it in Judgment with Pluto, but we also just had the Ten of Swords, which is very much a death card, as in something, you know, ended, something is over. So I definitely feel like he is sorry that things ended. He's sorry he lost you. Definitely. Sorry that you're no longer in his life, that he took this risk too far. But I do feel with the death's energy, this also reminds us of transformation. Look, love you to death. That's interesting. But this, I feel, is helping him to perhaps transform and maybe make different choices later on. Maybe not make the same mistakes again. Maybe not do this to someone else, including you, if he ever had a chance, you know, again. So regardless, I feel like he would like to transform this situation. He'd like to learn from this. He'd like to not do this again. He certainly doesn't feel like a badass, I'll tell you that. So I do feel like this person is definitely sorry for how things went down, and especially how things ended, because there may be a lack of closure, or it may just been that painful ending. It just was really unnecessary the way that things ended between the two of you. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and go into something being triggered within this divine masculine that is directly related to you, divine feminine. I die without you. Is it my turn to be the one to cry? Ooh, okay. So something being triggered. I almost feel like this masculine is the one that's kind of on the end of being brokenhearted now. Okay? Maybe you literally loved this masculine to death, and now that things are over between the two of you, it's almost like it's his turn to cry. I almost feel like he feels like he's being punished now, but he deserves it, and he's saying it to himself, I deserve it. I deserve this pain. I deserve what's going on now. Okay. So let's see. Let's go ahead and go into my twin flame journey shadows and see what else is being triggered in this masculine. Ooh, envious. If you feminines have another life going on or are in another relationship, I do feel like this masculine is very envious of this, envious of your life, envious of how you've been able to move on with your life. Okay? Because I feel like he is struggling. I do feel too that this masculine just still feels like he hasn't gotten what he's looking for, because I feel like in the very beginning it really very much spelled out this type of masculine who was searching for something but didn't find it. So he still feels this emptiness. He still has this hole or this void in his life, and he's still searching is what I'm getting here. This is the what the hell is this deck? I can't even think. All right, I'll put it down. Tarot de la Nuit. That's what it is. We have the Eight of Wands. I feel like this masculine is triggered in the sense of wanting to contact the feminine with the Eight of Wands, wanting to move towards her, wanting to do something, to travel, to see her. That's what I'm seeing here. Definitely the Eight of Wands is forward movement. It's restless energy. It's wanting to take your thoughts and your focus and throw it in a particular direction. And so we are being asked, something's being triggered in him directly related to the feminine because he feels this loss. I feel like he's got this burning desire to be with the feminine, but he doesn't really have, it's like he can't really do anything with it because something's in the way. Yeah, some doors closed with the Five of Pentacles. Did you close the door on this masculine? I'm getting here there's a select few of you here that have closed the door on this masculine. You have shut yourself out of his life and walked away because you had to. And I just feel like this is a masculine who's really feeling that energy and feeling very regretful with how it all went down. But yeah, there's a closed door here, Five of Pentacles. Somebody feels left out in the cold. And now we have the King of Cups, Scorpio's energy again. So Scorpio's come up a lot in this reading. What is Scorpio? It's all about, first of all, death and transformation, yes. But it's very powerful feelings. It's feeling very, very deep. You know, you want to talk about feeling to the depths of your soul, something, that's Scorpio's energy. It's very intense. But it can also bring up a lot of rage as well. So I feel like there's a lot of frustration that the masculine has when it comes to his feelings for the feminine. But there's definitely something bubbling up in this masculine's cup. And it's not all pleasant, but a lot of this is, I'm sorry to say, his fault. This masculine has done something to himself and unfortunately is now suffering the consequences. So that is what's being triggered and brought up in this masculine. So let's take a look and see if the masculine could say anything to you right now. What would it be? What would it be? The cold, crazy, I denied you so. So there's regret here. I can't believe I denied you when you were just handing me so much. How could I be such a fool and not realize what I had when I had it? Are you the one for me? Bear. So question. You know, to me, crazy, I denied you. Maybe this masculine at the time wasn't sure if you were the one for him. But I feel like there's definitely some sort of regret that he even questioned that at the time. And release. I'll wait up in the dark for you to speak to me. Wow. Release. This is from Pearl Jam. It's, you know, he's talking about release me because he feels like there is a hold. I do feel like this feminine has a hold on this masculine, and he wishes that she would speak to him, but she's not speaking to him. So in the dark, it's like he's waiting in the dark for her to speak to him. And but it's like he just can't release himself from this connection. Yeah, it's pretty intense, you guys. So let me go ahead and get a couple of different images here for that. Triumph of lies. Wow. Okay, so this is the thing. I mean, you know, that's like a skeleton guy. He's got this crown, right? King of lies, king of pain. That's interesting. That's coming up from the police or Sting. I don't know. Well, it's the same guy really, but one is, you know, there's a couple of different songs that are connected to both of those groups. King of pain. I don't know. I'll try to remember to write that one down to you guys. King of pain. I'm the king of pain. I will always be the king of pain. I'm telling you, this masculine is in a way likes being in the shadows, likes being in pain, almost feels like they're unworthy, almost feels like they need to punish themselves. There's a fine line between loving this pain. I don't know. It's a little sadistic, but it's coming from trauma. It's coming from trauma. Like he does not believe that he deserves true love and happiness. So there's something going on here with this masculine. And this is the one thing that he wants to say to you, is that when it comes to lies, when it comes to pretending, when it comes to just hiding who he really is, he's the king of it. And he's been the king of this for a very long time. And he wishes that he just could release himself from that and just be bare all and pull himself out of this cold and calculating life. But he's struggling and having a hard time. Wow. So it's kind of deep, but that's what I'm getting here. That's it. That's the energy. All right. So why don't we go ahead and end this reading with the final messages, which is, what is the possibility at this time that this masculine would come forward and issue some sort of an apology or do something with that Eight of Wands energy? This is called the Halloween Oracle. Skull of darkness, blind spots. Okay. So the skull to me is obviously our head. It's what we're thinking. It's what's inside the mind. We do have blind spots. So I feel like this masculine is still blind. This masculine has still got some spots that are dark. He's still not able to completely see the light. He's still not completely able to get through that darkness. So I feel like there's still struggles even moving forward. All right, this is my Arrows of Love Tarot. Let's get 5 cards just to make a determination on whether or not this masculine will be able to break through that darkness. Okay, so we have the Empress, beautiful feminine energy. I feel like you will continue to be in the dark with this masculine feminine, and he literally just said this. I'll wait up in the dark for you to speak to me. So if you guys are having dreams or you're sending information to this masculine, I am getting here, he's getting it in his dark days. He's getting it in his dark times. When he's really facing the shadows, he feels the feminine's embrace. He feels the feminine's light. He feels the feminine's energy. It's really beautiful. Really beautiful. So no matter what, it's like he still feels the feminine's energy. Oh, and it's in dreams. It's in the subconscious. It's telepathy. It's psychic downloads with the moon's energy. So we've got Taurus energy and Libra, and then we have Pisces and Cancer. But these two people together in the dark, when the moon is out at night in our dreams, we're together. Wow. And there's that 5 of Pentacles again. Even though someone still feels shut out and maybe a door is locked right now, where your connection is happening is more in like a 5D way. So I'm not here to predict that this masculine couldn't come back tomorrow because everybody's on a different, time frame. But I feel like for the majority of you, this might not be something that just shifts or changes overnight. There will still be a continued silence or continued mystery around when this door may open again or when this masculine might come out of this darkness. So there's a little bit of a mystery still. So just continue to just keep doing your thing. I feel like this masculine is continuing to work, continuing to learn, continuing to just do certain things. I believe that came up already in the beginning of the reading, which was remember the Queen of Bones was somebody who's really trying to establish themselves and work or something like that. And I just feel like that's where this masculine is at, is kind of trying to figure out, what he's doing and learning from the mistakes that he's made and, just learning about himself. And that Six of Arrows is beautiful. Six of Swords, because we are transitioning out of this darkness. So I do feel eventually, yes, this masculine will get out of these things that are blinding him, but it's going to take some hard work, and it's going to take some, some dedication on his part to do the work and to clear this. And I feel like feminine is there in the darkness, in a way kind of being a beacon of light for this masculine, in a way energetically helping him in spirit to clear some of this. She's not doing the work for him because she can't save him, remember, but she can certainly be a guiding light. She can be in a way like a spirit guide, a guide in spirit for this masculine. So anyways, you guys, that is what I have for you guys today. So I hope that it was enjoyable and that it resonated for some of you guys out there. And if you guys enjoyed this reading, I would love it if you wanted to give us a thumbs up, maybe make a comment in the comment section, and just make sure you're subscribed so that way you guys get future notifications of my videos. So anyways, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.